What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Jason, and I'm back for another MLB picks and predictions breakdown video. If you've been liking the content, please hit that subscribe button and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. You always have a chance to win a free daily card on us as we do a raffle for anyone who comments every single day. And again, guys, for everyone who's been watching and supporting the YouTube content, I put something in the pinned comment down below. So make sure you go down there. But let's go straight into it. I'm going to go through every single game that I can on the board super early in the morning on Thursday, August 29th. But let's try my best, man. Just to go recap what we've been doing in premium. We're on a 5-day winning streak in premium. We swept the board yesterday in MLB, and we are 12-3 this season so far in the WNBA, man. So it's been absolutely incredible. And yeah, man, this right here is a custom hat I made. I call it Smoking the Books, and this might be released to the public soon, but I've just been kind of being creative, doing some new stuff. So if you are interested, let me know. We can start making some of these hats very soon. I have a DraftKings one. We also have another like cigarette branded styled one for FanDuel, and we got some more coming up. So, all right, guys, let's get straight into it. This is a 1 of 1, by the way. So if you guys do want it, let me know. All right. Let's talk about the first game that I see on the board. We got the Los Angeles Angels against the Detroit Tigers. Kyler Montero against, I don't know how to say this guy's name, but look, simply put, the Angels are just literally like the White Sox right now. They're absolute garbage. They don't really have good pitching. I mean, their only really good pitcher is Crochet. They gave up everyone else. I mean, there's no one, even their bullpen's absolutely terrible. Their hitting's not good. Montero's not a great pitcher by any stretch of the imagination. He's had tough meetings and given up a bunch of runs to really, really good teams. I don't know if the Angels are going to be the team to do that to them. I mean, the Angels have been terrible. I'm sorry, I just said like White Sox for some reason after I said it, but the Angels also don't have any really, really good starting pitchers or a great bullpen. So they're in the same realm as the White Sox. I apologize, guys. But simply put, I think Detroit wins this game. But do I love the price? Absolutely not. I do think it could be kind of close just because Montero's not a good pitcher. And the Angels, they're not as good against righties than they are as against lefties. But at the same time, I don't know what's up with the Angels, man. They have talent, too. They have a lot of talent. They just, for some reason, can't hit that well. I don't know what it is, but I remember in the beginning of the season, they were a pretty high strikeout team. I mean, Montero's a pretty decent pitcher, and he's done well against some pretty good teams, but there's no way I don't think we're being competent enough to rock with the Angels and with, I don't want Kowowitz. I don't know. I don't want to butcher his name, but you can take a look just on his ERA on his last 9. Not great stuff, man. So for me, it's probably a pass, but I would probably roll with the Tigers on the money line. But I would say minus 160 is not where I would want to rock with this game because Montero's not super reliable. So I'd probably say Detroit run line or nothing. But you guys can do what you want. Now we're going to rock with the actual White Sox against the Rangers. And man, did you guys see last night what happened with the White Sox? They almost got bottom of the 9th walk-off home run, and then I believe it was, I don't know who actually robbed them of that. Let's see, maybe he's on his list here. I think it was Jankowski. Yeah, Jankowski grabbed that home run while it was going out of the park. I mean, that was incredible, man. Probably the catch of the 2024 MLB season, but in this game, man, I mean, we got Nastrini, White Sox pitcher, 0-5 so far this season. That's insane. Against Nathan Eovaldi, who, in my opinion, is a really good pitcher, but I've been saying this in so many of these games. All these older pitchers, I don't like saying the word overrated, but they're just not as good as they used to be. I mean, they're old. They've been through injuries. I mean, Father Time controls all, man. And I don't think Nathan Eovaldi is really as good as he used to be. But look, the White Sox have been terrible. They have not been hitting well. The Rangers, granted, have not also been hitting as they were last year when they became World Series champs. But I mean, I think there's a pitching mismatch for sure. I think Nathan Eovaldi, even though I've said all these things about him, he could do enough to beat this White Sox team. I mean, he has that strikeout stuff, but would I be surprised if the White Sox got a few runs at him? No. But do I think they're going to win? Probably not. I mean, you gotta have to lay a lot of juice if you want to rock with the Rangers. It's not my style. Like, I don't want to parlay minus 225 with them. Hell no, no way. And like, do I want to lay the run line miles from 40? Not really either, but there's no other way I can really look at it. Maybe there's some props that we could look at here, but that'll have to be in premium or maybe on Instagram. I'll talk about it, but yeah, man, can't rock with the White Sox. I don't see I mean, I don't think we're getting. I mean, plus 200. Don't get me wrong, is good, but I would want plus 250 or more at least to rock with the White Sox if I was to do it. But yeah, man, White Sox got close to winning yesterday, but there's definitely a big pitching mismatch for sure here. All right, guys, let's see. So now we can talk about some more competitive games. Because look, I don't like betting these games where there's huge favorites, where like the pitchers on both sides are like okay. And yeah, so this game is actually pretty interesting. So we got Aaron Savali of the Milwaukee Brewers against Hayden Birdsong. And Birdsong, I mean, he's had a few rough outings, but I do think he could do maybe a little bit better here. But the Brewers, man, they've been playing very, very well. They do have pretty decent hitting numbers against right-handed pitching on the season, especially when they're hot, bro. But Birdsong, he's gotten rocked in a few games, but has shown some really good stuff, man. I mean, he has some good strikeout stuff, but we'll see how they do. I mean, Savale has not looked his best all the time. And San Fran has been very reliant on that home run ball. I mean, the first game of the series, you saw what they did. I mean, I think this line is pretty sharp. I don't really. It's a tough spot for me because I don't love Aaron Savale. I don't think Aaron Savale is a really good, high quality pitcher in my opinion. But Hayden Birdsong has been not consistent, so it's tough to back him either as well. So the only way I'll look at it is on the money line. And San Fran does not have the most amazing numbers against right-handed pitching. Savali is not the best pitcher in the world. So I don't know. It's a tough spot for me. I think there is slight value with the San Francisco Giants. I think this line should really be even money. So I think there's value with the San Francisco Giants. Am I rushing to bet it? Not really, but if I was to bet, I think there's value with the dog here in San Fran. So give me San Fran plus 116. That's where I would lean. All right. So about the next game, 2:15 Eastern time start. St. Louis Cardinals against the San Diego Padres. We got Sonny Gray against Michael King of the Padres. And let me talk about my man Michael King, bro, because Michael King, if I remember correctly, I think he got spanked his last game, right? Oh no, he didn't. He gave a 1 earned run against the San Diego Padres, but I think he got into some big trouble if I remember correctly. Only 1 earned run, but the Padres did get smoked in this game. I think I was on the Padres that game, and on the run line they got rocked. I mean, Michael King did not pitch that well in that game. In Minnesota, gave up 2 earned runs, but they ended up getting the win. So he's not been in his best form. But you know, when he's on, he's on. Particularly, let me see, when he's away from his home field, he's done pretty good, man, in terms of giving up earned runs. The last time he gave up more than 2 runs was against Pittsburgh. And this game was really not his fault, in my opinion. But Padres still got the job done and got the win. So we'll see how he ends up doing in this game. Sonny Gray, on the other side, has also not been in his best form either. I mean, see how many earned runs. He's given up 5 earned runs. He's given 2 or more earned runs in all his last 10 games, and some of them be giving some big ones. Obviously, the Padres are a really, really good team against right-handed pitching all season long. They've been one of the hottest teams against right-handed pitchers. So my question really is, like, why are they even money? I mean, I get it. St. Louis has been batting a little bit better. They've been making these games pretty competitive. I mean, I still like Michael King. I think Michael King is still one of the better pitchers in that Padres rotation. And remember, man, the Padres still don't have Tatis. Tatis is still out. But let's see. Oh, how come he's not listed? He must. Oh, yeah, there you go. He's still out, bro. And wait until they get like Hassan Kim back and they get Yu Darvish back, Peralta. I mean, this team is going to be stacked, and I'll be curious to see how they do when it comes to playoff time. I think the Cardinals have a slight chance to maybe make it into the wild card, so they're going to be trying, but I don't know. Sonny Gray has not been in good form. Michael King on his own has not been in great form. But I don't know, man. I think this might be a trap. But I think I got to roll with the Padres, bro, at home, on the road. Even consider laying the run line, because when they win a lot of the times on the road so far this season, they cover the run line. But you know, obviously you don't have to do it to get decent odds. Minus 108 with San Diego's good. I mean, Sonny Gray is still getting a lot of respect, which makes sense. He's a good pitcher, but he relies on that strikeout stuff, and the Padres are a really good contact hitting team. So I'd be careful. So Padres for me, man. That's where I would roll. All right, the next thing we got the Miami Marlins against the Colorado Rockies. Beyoza against Balak, and I mean both pitchers are pretty trash. I mean Balak is a little bit better. I think he's had one good game. I didn't look too much back into his whole game history so far this season, but he's only pitched 1-0 so far. Miami Marlins have been, a decent team. A lot of people are all over the Rockies on this game, at least what the public's on. Everyone's on the over. I don't know, man. I'm not in love with this game at all. I do think there'll be runs though. 11.5 is a big number, but I think both teams can give it up. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of runs in these games, especially in Coors Field, but I don't really know which way to go. I'm probably skipping this game. If I was to bet aside though, I don't like Beyoza either. Beyoza's trash too. I think the over is where I would roll, but yeah, I mean, not my favorite game on the board. All right, next game we got the New York Mets against the Diamondbacks. But Diamondbacks still one of the hottest teams, even without Ketel Marte, Christian Walker. Waiting till they get all these guys back. But in this matchup, looks like majority of the money and the bets are on Arizona. Ryan Nelson against David Peterson. Bro, David Peterson has been rocking me, bro. I mean, I've been fading him because he has such terrible expected numbers. And yeah, man, I'm a little scared. But look, I think Peterson has a tough matchup against this Arizona team, but he's been pitching very, very well. Like, even in games where I think he's gonna get rocked, he's been pitching gems, bro. One or less earned runs on a lot of these games, and the bats have been backing him up. I mean, Arizona has been a different beast, even without, again, Ketel Marte, Christian Walker. So I mean, look, Ryan Nelson's been a little bit better at home than he has been on the road. He's been a decent pitcher. I mean, the Diamondbacks bullpen has actually been doing okay. So look, man, I mean, even though Peterson, I'll be honest, the last 2 times I faded Peterson, I've lost, but I got to go with the numbers. I think the Arizona Diamondbacks, they have really good numbers against left-handed pitching on the season. They've been hitting very, very well. They've been like the Padres, have been one of the hottest teams since the All-Star break. The Mets have also been doing really good as well. I can't say anything too bad about them, but yeah, man, give me the Arizona Diamondbacks at -115. I might be eating these words, but I would even look maybe at the first 5 if you don't want to trust the Diamondbacks bullpen. But the bullpen has been doing decently well. So, but yeah, man. Look, Peterson, he might be my kryptonite this year. I don't know, but I have not been doing that great fading him. But we'll see. Maybe third time's the charm. But I gotta go with the numbers, man. All right, let's see. I got the Oakland Athletics. We got Jin against Aguilar. I'll be honest, I didn't look too hard into this game. Athletics have been still a really good hitting team. Cincinnati has been picking it up as well. Looks like a lot of the bets are on the Reds in this game. I don't know, man. I mean, Aguilar, I think he's been a good prospect pitcher. I don't know too much about Jin. This might be a bullpen game for the Athletics. I don't know, man. I mean, I think if I was to look at this game, given how good the Athletics have been hitting, and the Athletics bullpen has not been that great this season, maybe you could look at the over. But yeah, I mean, bullpen on the Athletics is absolutely garbage. This guy is getting his first major league start in a really tough ballpark. So, I mean, maybe you could do Reds team total over or just Reds money line. I think that's the reason why so many people are all over the Reds. But I don't know, man. I think I would just go with the over in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's a high number, man. Over 10's a big one. But again, American small part, they call that for a reason. So Reds or the overs where I would lean. All right, in the next game, we got Christopher Sanchez on the Phillies against Charlie Morton and the Atlanta Braves. And, bro, I mean, Charlie Morton has been so hit or miss, literally. The guy is so inconsistent. I mean, you could take a look at his earned runs per 9, 4.24 runs per 9. It's not great. Christopher Sanchez, he's had history with this Atlanta team. They've rocked him, and he's been a little bit better at home, but he hasn't been too consistent, man. He's also very, very, inconsistent. He's a contact type pitcher, and the Braves have been hitting a little bit better, so it's tough, man. I mean, also you got to remember too, the Braves have been doing decently well, and they've been missing Austin Riley, Albie. Acuna's been out for the entire season, so they did get back Michael Harris, which is positive. It's a positive for them. And yeah, I mean, it's a tough game, man. I mean, where would I lean? I think the Braves, I mean, the Phillies, they've been stepping up the numbers against right-handed pitching in the last few weeks from their horrible like numbers last month or a few weeks ago. To me, it's a toss of like, do I want to lay minus 150 with Christopher Sanchez, even though he has such great numbers at home? And not really. I would kind of lean the over in this game. I think there could be runs on both sides. I think Christopher Sanchez can give up a few runs. And same thing with the Braves, man. I mean, their bullpens are pretty good, though. So that's the problem doing over with these guys. But so maybe first 5 over could be a spot. But again, like I said before, these guys are inconsistent. Like Christopher Sanchez sometimes pitches absolute gems, but then he will give up 4 earned runs in 1 inning. So it's a tough one for me. Even Max Fried, he could miss a bunch of bats, but then also get absolutely rocked. So, yeah, man, I would lean the over. And then if I was to pick a side, because I think it's really 50-50, Atlanta money line plus 130 is a look that I will also consider. All right, guys, we're going to the home stretch, man. If you guys been liking this content, once again, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment. What do you guys think? What are you guys rocking with today? Again, if you guys want to know exactly what I'm giving out to all my guys in premium, make sure you subscribe to one of our premium packages. I'm just going over every single game in the spots where I lean, but of course that could totally differ than what I actually give out in premium, but doesn't mean like I do like these games, guys. So I mean, gun to my head, if I have to talk about all these different games, that's what I'm rocking with. So all right, let me see. All right, I gotta move the screen up a little bit because you guys cannot see the rest of these things, but it's gonna affect what you see and everything else. But all right. Next game, we have the Blue Jays against the Red Sox. Let me see. All right. To move this up. Blue Jays against the Red Sox. We got Carter Crawford against Roden Francis on the Toronto side. And I'll be honest, man. I mean, I think this game's kind of like a toss-up. I'm very surprised last night. Boston Red Sox only won 1-0. I'm surprised both guys didn't get more runs. But hey, man, maybe Bale's back to his old form. He looked good in that game. In this spot, man, though, I'm leaning with Toronto at the plus minus. I think it's another 50-50 tie game. Carter Crawford, dude, I mean, the guy has good strikeouts up, but this Toronto team does not strike out at a high rate. Francis also looked pretty good in his last few starts. So give me Carter. I mean, give me the Blue Jays at plus 122. That's where I would lean in this game. Over under, I don't know, man. I think I always lean a little bit over on these like Boston games. Well, let's see how the weather goes though. But I like the Blue Jays in this game. All right, you guys won't be able to see it, but I'm gonna pull it up. Next is probably in terms of like the matchup. I think this is probably the most interesting game as a baseball fan. Kansas City Royals against the Houston Astros. Kansas City plus 135 dogs and Astros minus 150 favorites, man. You don't usually see that, man. But we got Brady Singer on the Royal side against Hunter Brown on the Astros side. Look, the reason why it's like this is because, look, the Astros have been a hot team, man. One of the hottest teams since the break. Royals have been doing good, but Astros are, if not one of the hottest team alongside the Diamondbacks. They've been really killing it, bro. I mean, we had them yesterday over 4.5 runs against the Red Sox. And against the Red Sox. Against who the hell did they play yesterday? They scored 10 runs. That's what I'm gonna say. They scored 10 runs. They actually blew it out the water. Forgetting who they played. Huh. Now I'm getting pissed off. Who did they play yesterday? I gotta look at my Instagram so I can see. They played the I'm sorry. They played the Phillies. Yeah, they played the Phillies yesterday. There you go. They played the Phillies. Yeah, in this game, dude, the Kansas City Royals look very attractive at plus 135. I'm not gonna lie, but Brady Singer looked pretty good in his last road start, but we see him get rocked before. Astros has been such a tough team though, because they don't strike out, they force walks, they have power, they have guys that are very dangerous. Hunter Brown's been excellent at home, and the Royals, I mean, on the season have not been the best team when they've been hitting on the road in particular. So I don't know, man. I gotta lean with the Astros in this game. I don't love the price at minus 150. And I also like the Astros bullpen a little bit more. But I will say this: the Royals, they've been pitching also pretty good on their bullpen. So I think there might be some value. I think it's a little high. I think maybe at minus 140 is where I would, or 35 is what I would have priced the Astros. But hey, I mean, the world's on the Astros right now, man. They're hot, one of the hottest teams. But I wouldn't blame you. You took the Royals at a stab with them. I mean, Brady Singer is someone that has done pretty good. However, he did give up. Let's see. I mean, he did give up 5 earned runs against the Phillies. The last time he was on the road, he pitched a gem against the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati, which is impressive. But this is the reason why. I mean, people are not been so high on Singer because he's given up a bunch of earned runs in his last 5 games. But his last road start though, he did pick it up. But the Reds, granted, they have not been the best in the last. I mean, they haven't been as dangerous as some of these other teams, Boston, Minnesota. I mean, gave up 3 earned runs to the White Sox. So, yeah, man. I mean, I gotta roll with the Astros, but the world's on the Astros though. So, all right, the last game on the board. And shout out to the Orioles, shout out to the Dodgers getting us another winning day last night, over 8.5 runs. Corbin Burns and Walker Buehler are not these same. I've been saying, man, these old guys are not the same as they used to be. But in this one, we got Miller against Povich on the Baltimore side, and I don't know, man. I think we see runs again, bro. I mean, I think we see runs again. Baltimore, of course, has not been as good against and not been hitting as well as they have been in the beginning half of the season, but still, I think they showed yesterday. Same thing on the other side. I mean, Miller, he was a guy I used to back, but I mean, I can't back him too much anymore, man. I mean, he has not looked that great in his last few games. You take a look at his earned runs. Give him a 3, 4, 9 earned runs. I mean, have the Orioles been super dangerous? No. I also think Freddie Freeman might be back, but we'll see if Freddie Freeman's going to be back. He didn't play yesterday. He's day to day still. Lux did play yesterday, which was a positive. If he also comes back, even more positive to get to Povich. Povich has not looked good either. So if I was to pick a side though, it's tough. I would lean the over in this game. That's what I would do. Bye, guys. Look, thank you so much for tapping in. If you guys want to keep on watching it and you don't want to miss when I drop these plays, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. Shout out to everyone who's been tapping in. Let's keep on running it up.